Hello and welcome, hi, to the answers video from the 10th anniversary questions and answers. I was considering sort of scripting these so that I could just whiz through them, but I feel like, nah, I could just pause it if I need some time to think. Yeah, just like that. Oh yeah. Anyway, let's begin, shall we? Sumco the Hedgehog. What are your thoughts about Spyro Reignited Trilogy since the first 3 games are being remastered? Also, happy 10th anniversary on your YouTube channel. Thanks. Well, you see, my thoughts are, oh yes! Oh! As in basically, I can't wait. As long as they actually get the hitboxes right this time, as in like, in the Crash Insane Trilogy, slipping off the edge was bloody annoying, and sometimes it seemed like I was taking damage to things that I really shouldn't have been, and like slipping off the edge of just generally everything, I don't know. But yeah, if they do it right, then it'll be very tasty really, won't it? Yeah. And I very much look forward to getting it and streaming it. Next person, the Cosmic Collector. Piggybacking off of Sumco's comment below, what other classic 5th gen games do you think deserve a remaster? What even is 5th gen? I don't know, I'll have to go look it up. I guess PlayStation and stuff, and probably some others, but mainly the PlayStation for me. I can't really think of much that isn't being done. We've got Medieval coming, we've got the Final Fantasy VII remake. I guess it would be nice to see 8 and 9 as well. Maybe a remaster of Silent Hill 1, Parasite Eve, Dino Crisis, yeah. I'm basically just listing some of my favourite PS1 games. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of, I suppose. Maybe Vagrant Story as well, but it's been so long since I've even tried that game, so I don't even know, but I do remember it being pretty cool. In it, mate, yeah. Next person, Pyramid Head Master 21. I have 2 questions for you, Paul. This is what Pyramid Head sounds like. First off, I've been dying to know, no it isn't, what specific PC and specs you have and what kind of games you're most excited to play or are planning on recording. Thanks a bunch and happy 10th anniversary, me old chum. Chum the water for the sharks, 'cause they're hungry. Well, first question, I don't really know much about all the technical computer stuff, but the graphics card is a Radeon R7 200 series or something. It's Windows 8.1 64-bit. The processor thingy says AMD FX 4300 quad-core processor, 3.8 GHz and 8 GB of RAM. I don't know what any of this means, I'm just reading stuff from my computer, but that's all I know. I've also got a monitor. Yeah, I don't know anymore. And what kind of games are you most excited to play or planning on recording? I don't really know. I've got a huge list of games that I need to get around to recording, but I don't think any are particularly on my mind right now. I think maybe, as of like yesterday to when I'm recording this, I'm starting to have Castlevania on the mind, specifically the sort of Metroidvania style ones, as in like Symphony of the Night and all that, but I don't actually have any of them, but I would like to get around to some of those one day. I also have to get around to the Project Zero games. But it's difficult to record console games these days because I haven't got a good capture device. But yeah, I don't really know. It's not a very good answer, but I don't really have anything that I'm particularly excited for recording at the moment. But there's just some small ideas at least. Next person, C. Graham 6. I've been watching PoPS for so long I feel like I already know everything I'd want to. Sorry for not actually asking a question, just here to show my support. Oh, well that's okay too then. And thanks. Alright, next person, Reptiloid Lay 3, as in Reptiloid, yeah. 1. What's your favourite body part of a dragon? Oh, arse. Oh yeah, Spyro, I hope he still lifts his tail when he breathes fire in the remakes. Oh, arse. Oh wait, that's my favourite body part of any creature. Oh, yum yum. 2. What do you think would be different in your life if you had never made this channel? Do you think you'd still be as much of a gamer? Fuck yeah! I don't know what would be different. I'd probably have more time just... Actually, probably the main difference I can think of would be I wouldn't have finished as many games. Because that was one thing that was cool. Oh wait. Yeah, the sound wave bars keep going up when I wiggle my legs. Sorry if that was causing any weird sounds. Anyway, yeah, the main thing that I think changed in my gaming life when I started recording was I actually finished more games. Because like once I started recording a game, I was quite committed to finishing it. Whereas before, it was kind of... I mean, it's still... Sometimes I still don't finish games, but I used to finish them less often before I recorded. But yeah, I don't know, I guess I would have gotten more stuff done as well. Maybe I would have made more games, because I'd have spent less time recording games instead. My god, I remember back when, like, I don't know when it was, but there was a time when I put all of my videos together, all of the videos that I'd recorded. It must have been like within the first couple years or something. And it was like over 60 hours, and I thought, holy crap, that is a lot of time that I've spent recording. Now what the hell would it be? If only there was a way to calculate the complete and total time that all of the videos on my channel would be. The other stuff I could have been doing with my time. And on a serious note, huge congrats on the whole 10 years of this craziness. Really glad I came across your channel back in the day when looking for people getting spooked by Doom 3. Oh, thanks. You've brought much laughter and happiness to many people over all these years. Don't ever doubt that. That includes me. Not going to get too personal on here, but you made me come out of my shell, and that's been more helpful than you can imagine. Love you, man. P.S. Fluff Bunny's my word. As in, it's my word, not his, actually. Nope. Yeah, it's always weird when, like, people say how my videos and stuff have changed their lives. But yeah, yeah, I guess that's another thing that would have been different. We wouldn't have become friends because we met through YouTube. It's a crazy old thing, isn't it? But to Reptiloid and to everybody else who I've made a difference to, it's awesome to hear, and I'm glad I could have helped in some strange way just by playing games and being an idiot. Oh, thanks, Reptiloid. Next person, the Kiranator. What is your favourite pre-game yum? Not pie game, yum. Let me have a look here. Man, there's only like less than 30 episodes. Oh, there's so many good choices though. Episode 1, the tuna and mayonnaise sandwich, love it. Still one of my favourite things. We've got the crisp sandwich, which you can also add some cheese to, which is just top notch. Yeah. And of course, how can you go wrong with a bit of cock soup? What else we got in here? The garlic bread with cheese. Garlic bread. It was a staple of the early days of Paul's Gaming. Is staple the right word? I don't know. Yeah, I guess those are sort of the main ones that stand out. And I still love the cheese and tuna blob. Episode 21, but don't eat that because you'll probably die. Yeah, they're pretty much all good, aren't they? Lots of good stuff there. I'd forgotten some of these. Yeah, I guess you gotta say cock soup, haven't you? Because it's just too much memories, as in too many memories. But for eating, I'd probably say the tuna mayonnaise sandwich, I suppose. Or the cheesy garlic bread because it's so good. Yeah, one of those anyway. Oh god, here's... Next person, here's Ager90 with a long comment. Whoa, Ager leaving a comment is unheard of. Anyways, yeah, leaving a comment. Fudge that, leaving a comment this long, that's more unheard of. 1. If you can think over the past 10 years of PoPS, what has been your best few moments that you can remember? Oh fudge man, I don't bloody know. I barely remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. In fact, I don't. What did I have? I don't know. But yeah, I really couldn't think. It's been so long. I think my brain's getting a bit exhausted these days, and it's just been so long that all the memories have kind of melted together in a big old hefty demon hot tub. Yeah, and probably I guess the Dead Space playthroughs, especially 1 and 2. They've been some of the best still. The Oblivion playthrough was very memorable to me. I always remember the old days of like when Fallout 3 was being requested all the time. No, I will not do a playthrough of Fallout 3! What else? And of course the Doom 3 mods and maps. It's been going on so long and it's still going on. Probably the best videos on this channel if I had to make a choice. Yeah, I guess that's the best answer I can give for that. I'm sure there's lots of memories that if I remembered them, I could put them as some of the best things. As in lots more that I haven't mentioned here, but I really just can't remember anymore. Oh. 2. If blondes are scientifically cuter, tsunderes are, by popular vote, cuter, and if all shotas/femboys voiced by female voice actors, does this mean that Kurapika is in fact a confirmed Kurta? Oh, and is he just the little cutest? Oh, blech, what the fuck is he on about? No, Kurapika's not the cutest at all, or Kurapika, or Crap Picker. God, what stupid kind of world do you think we're living in? Oh, he's like Wob. Yoshi's clearly the cutest, and he's not even blonde, so fudge science. Oh, now Age is doing a Reptiloid serious moment time. What a rip-off. But serious moment time, I agree with Reptiloid. Honestly, watching your videos awoke this sense of online security. What? That the internet isn't always full of creeps and killers. Well, I am one of those things. Ugh, I guess I might be kind of creepy as well. No, I'm not a killer. Waiting around every corner like parents warn their children about. But there can be just a few people that can truly be great in their own way, whether funny, nice, or a mixture of all good things. I probably wouldn't be bothered making videos or even become an internet-orientated person if I hadn't come across your Bioshock videos, thus starting a binge-watching session that would end up us becoming friends. Friends? What? When did we... Yeah. So personally, I thank you very much for the entertainment, care and passion you've put into these... What passion? I don't put passion into my... Well, I guess I do passion. I don't put care into it, though. I'm just lazy fuck. Into these last 10 years or so. Years. And... Oh no, that was my bad reading, not Asia typing naffly. And hopefully another 10 shall be just as great. Man, what a sloppy reading that was. Sorry, my brain, as I was talking about, is rubbish. Thanks. Yeah, I'm glad I've made such an impression on you as well and changed... your thoughts about the internet, although the internet is still a bit of what you say you thought it was. It's just a lot safer with a big dragon around. Well, I don't know about safer, whatever. Oh, next person. Shadesman, yeah, congrats. Thanks, that's not a question, but thanks. Next person. Drone Journalist. Oh man, 10 years. Okay, here are my 2 questions. 1. What was your dream you had last night? If you prefer, you could see this question as say what your dream goals were, ambitions, intentions, or just answer it how it is. Well, I assume this means like a dream that I had while sleeping, not like my dream in life or something. I wish I remembered, because the last 2 nights actually have been some quite good dreams that I've wanted to write down, but they've been ones that I've forgotten immediately as soon as I've woken up and gotten dressed and gotten ready to write them. So I'll just have to tell you about the most recent one. Okay, well it's not actually the most recent one, but it's the most recent one that isn't something that I don't want to say on the internet. Ooh. So sorry that's not precisely what you asked, but yeah. You see, I was a dragon, and I was like walking along what seemed like some kind of train station platform or something, like where you wait for trains, and I met some girl there who was live streaming a video game, and we became friends, and I kind of became the mascot of her channel for some reason. But then, one stream, I think her brother was like sitting in a seat near her, and I don't know what I did, but I apparently made some kind of big statue fall on him, which like crushed him and killed him. So then I like concentrated to use my time reversing skills that I apparently had, and she was like, yeah, you better do that, fix your mistake. So I went back to before the accident and saved him. But then some kind of Frankenstein looking motherfucker showed up. Oh, yeah, he looked like some kind of Frankenstein bloke. 'Cause I did an illegal, apparently, by messing with time. Maybe it was Jim Lollipodge, probably not. He told the brother that he had to die, he was supposed to. Oh dear. And the brother was like, he didn't really have any emotion, like he was dead inside. Like he was already dead. And then the Frankenstein twat grabbed me and breathed on my face, and I turned to stone. For my crime against time or whatever. It's like, and I was like, I had to spend the rest of eternity as a statue as a punishment. How naff. Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird dream that was, but what would you expect from a dream? Of course, if you mean like life dream, like my dream for life, just to have fun as much as I can, there's a simple answer for that. 2. What are your thoughts / opinions on the Spyro franchise from when it was released to the present date? So things like story, characters, place of setting, etc. These are just examples.
Oh, then a long messagey bit that it would kind of take a bit too long to read, so I'll just say it's always cool to hear people's backstories on how they found my channel and everything, and how it got them into some games and stuff. So that's cool, and I'm glad you're still around. Oh, what happened there? Around? Glad you're still around after so many years, and especially that you think I haven't changed, because that's important to me. I guess there's been like small changes in my style and stuff, but as long as I'm overall the same and still enjoyable, that's good to hear. So thank ya. And now back to the question.
Well, I don't know. I don't really think much about settings and all that stuff when it comes to games. I just think of the game and how fun it is, and of course when it comes to Spyro, I think of how nice his little tush is. I think he's just very cute, really. But yeah, I guess thinking about the world and stuff, the music is all nice and magical, and the world is also nice and magical. It's really quite a nice world, despite the oldness and low detail, I suppose. Although it's not that bad. It's PS1, so it's not exactly the worst graphics. Although I guess it is sort of the early age of 3D, so it could look worse. Anyway, yeah, it's all just very nice, I think. You know, beyond the obvious, oh dragons, how very sexy. It's just a very nice looking game series. And the music is nice, and it's all just very fun, except Spyro 3, because stuff. Although that's mostly fun as well. I just don't like the other characters and some of the challenges and mini-games in that one. Be interesting to see how they turn out in the remakes, though. Yeah. Next person, Frederick Eriksson. Happy Anvieri again. Oh, the question I have is, what is your favourite game / series of all time? Everybody knows my favourite game of all time. It's the original Doom, or Doom 1 and or 2, because I can't really decide between the two, so I just kind of consider them the same game. Like Doom 1, the levels are more memorable to me, but Doom 2 has more enemies and stuff and everything that makes Doom a complete experience, I think. So I kind of combine them both into the same thing, so the same general gameplay, just one has got more stuff. So yeah, Doom, the original. Favourite series? Well, it used to be like either Doom or Final Fantasy, I suppose, but these days I think I'd say the Ys series, as in spelt YS. Yeah, seen some of them on my channel already, and there's more to come. Yeah, just bloody love that series. The music, the combat, it just all... Oh! It's just too fun. But especially the music. Oh, Ys, you got my whole life. Whatever that means. Next person, Eclipse21. So to start off, I want to say again, congratulations, Paul. I really appreciate your playthroughs, and with more and more of YouTube and YouTubers becoming all the same, your videos are a breath of fresh air. Dragon air isn't very fresh, it smells of dragon. But thanks. I'm glad you still enjoy after all these years. My question is this. So, if 10 years brought you here, where do you picture yourself, your life and this channel in 10 years? Well, I don't know really. I'm not very good at seeing my life in the future. I just kind of live day by day and make the most of what I've got and kind of deal with things as I come to them, which isn't really a good way to live probably, but you got to make plans. But I'm not good at it. I don't know. I probably see myself probably still playing plenty of games, and if I can, just still doing what I do basically. Just probably a bit less frequently. So I would imagine at some point I'm going to lose all the time that I have. I ain't had much luck with finding a job so far for the last however many years, bloody hell. But someday it's gotta change. Which I prefer not to think about. Oh, now you've brought all these thoughts up and ruined every... Oh, no, you haven't actually. But yeah, as long as nothing drastically unexpected happens or anything, I'd probably just see myself being pretty much the same as I am now. Just 10 more years physically older, not mentally though, hopefully. Possibly with... No kids actually, I don't want kids. But you never know what happens. It's 10 years, anything could happen. Maybe in 10 years my mind will be suddenly like, I want to continue on the legacy of my channel. I want to have a kid so that they can continue on this nonsense. I'm going to force them to grow up to be as weird and mouldy as I am. No, I'm not actually. I don't think I'll ever be prepared to be a parent, so that'll probably never happen. Yeah, anyway. Alright, enough babbling on. Yeah, I'll probably just still be the same as I am now. Just a bit more busy, probably. News. Next person, John Dunn. Oh, he's done a playthrough of Virus Bloke 2 and he's done a speedrun. Go check him out. Yeah, go. Why has he done 5 questions? No, 6. 1. What do you think of rage games and do you plan on doing one on your channel? I assume you mean stuff like I Wanna Be the Guy and all that. I mean, obviously I've already done the guy and like half of Boshy and a little bit of Sublime. But other than that, no, I'm sick of games like that. Games that are made to frustrate and be annoying. It's just, it used to be funny back in the day, cause some good laughs with my pain and suffering, but these days I value enjoyment more than just making other people laugh at my suffering. I feel like, why should I suffer for others' enjoyments when I can have fun for others' enjoyments? I can't be asked to be frustrated anymore. Games are supposed to be fun. 2. What's your favourite character in a video game? I'd probably still say Yoshi, although I used to be more obsessed with him. But, yeah. Yoshi, Spyro, they're like the 2 favourite characters, at least for their cuteness and everything, so I guess, and that's like, yeah, I don't really look for, personalities or anything much, although I'm sure I could probably think of like characters that have more character if I thought about it, but I'll just have to say Yoshi and Spyro, or specifically Yoshi if I had to choose one, because it's just so cute. Now, I guess I'll do these extra illegal questions. I said 1 or 2 questions, God, but you've earned it. 3. Have you had any moments where you were stuck while working on your games, aside from the big hiatus? Oh yeah, all the time basically. It's kind of what puts me off making games sometimes. Like, RPG Maker games, they usually go alright. I usually just run into me running out of ideas more than anything. But the other program that I use for Geezer Adventure and all that, I run into bugs and stuff just not working out how they should be all the time. And that puts me off. It's just well annoying. I want to have fun and make a game and finish it and release it, but they're just broken. Play Moon Warrior and you can see you get stuck in the walls and everything. Fuck's sake! But I think I'm slowly learning more on how to deal with stuff like that. 5. Where's the 4th question? It doesn't exist. Either that or it's in the it's in the groin kick void. 6. If you would change a thing on your channel, what would it be? Probably just do higher quality stuff. I mean, I could change that, but I'm too lazy. But yeah, if laziness wasn't part of the equation, I'd probably do more higher quality stuff so that I'd have more viewers. But, well, then again, that would mean more viewers and less chances to like reply to all the comments. I don't know, but I mean, it would be better for everyone. Higher quality makes people happier. So yeah, happy anniversary, what a decade of awesomeness. Thanks. I'm glad you've been enjoying it and I hope you continue to do so. Next person, dummy say what? What is your favourite anime? Well, it's always been Yu Yu Hakusho, but these days, like after rewatching and stuff recently with Reptiloid, I've kind of realised some things that I'm not hugely happy about with it anymore. I'd probably still say it's my favourite, even though I rate some others higher than it these days, but it's mostly nostalgia. But if we're going on score alone, well, recently I watched Made in Abyss, as in Made in Abyss, not Maiden, and that's like a solid 10 out of 10 from me, very cool. And I also very much love Hunter x Hunter, which I guess is supposed to be said Hunter Hunter, but it's got an X in the middle, yeah. 2. What is the worst anime you've ever seen? Doesn't necessarily have to be bad, it can be more like least favourite anime. Explain why for both. Well, I was a long time no see, Paul. Yeah, it has been. Hi. Glad you're still around, at least, or back. Yeah. Oh, if you want explanations, favourite one, well, for Yu Hakusho, it's because of the tournaments and stuff. I like it when characters with different styles of powers and weapons and stuff go up against each other, and it's like, oh crap, how are they going to get out of this one? What strategy are they going to bring out? Especially if no characters are safe and they can die. I like it when a character can die even if they're like important. As for Made in Abyss, it's got a lot of mystery and stuff, and it keeps me questioning stuff, and it's just very exciting. And the same thing kind of goes for Hunter x Hunter, as I said for Yu Yu Hakusho. It's got some good fights and stuff. And least favourite? I don't know, there's been a lot that I haven't enjoyed so much, but I don't know, it's hard to say. I've been sitting here thinking for a few minutes now, but if they're animes that I don't enjoy, I usually drop them before I finish them, so I don't really know. I semi-recently dropped one called 30 Days, I think it was. It was like a mafia thing, which I assumed I wouldn't like anyway because it's like real-worldish setting. Oh, I did fully watch one called Terraformars, as in Terraformers, but A instead of E. Terraformars. Yeah, that was just a bit, I don't know. People seem to like it, but I thought it was like too much gore for the sake of gore. Too many characters dying for the sake of characters dying, and no real story going on or anything. I guess there was story, but yeah, I guess I'd say that. There's probably much worse that I've seen, but too long ago for me to remember clearly. Yes, hopefully those are good enough. Next, Butane Boss. Oh no, it's him. Not sure where to ask. Oh, not sure what to ask here, since I can easily pop a question in that private Discord server. But I have a few. I said one or two, not Where are the MGS5 Ground Zeroes playthrough, Doom mod streams, and Life is Strange streams at? You see, oh, look at the time. Well, MGS5, I need to be in the right mood. I don't know. I guess it's short enough that I can record it, but yeah, I need to be in the right mood for some stealthy Nopkins. Doom mod streams and Life is Strange streams? I've been on more of a PS4 kick at the moment lately, so I guess again I just need to be in the right mood for it. Hopefully someday though. What do you think about doing playthroughs of games from genres you play the least? No. Mostly because I'd rather play something that I'm familiar with rather than something I don't generally play. Like RTS, I don't even like RTS. I don't want to record one. I don't know, that would just be a very silly idea. I play and record games to enjoy them, not to challenge myself with doing something out of my comfort zone. Although I used to think the same about Tomb Raider, although I do play games like that, so couldn't really consider them genres I play the least. Blub blub. But I always thought playthroughing those with commentary wouldn't really work, because they're slow, lining up all the jumps and everything, but they were some of my favourites. But no, I don't know, I pretty much play all the genres that I want to play, kind of, and especially recording them. So no. 3. What has been the most difficult playthrough to record/play technically? By technically, I mean programming, compatibilities, crashing, etc. Well, I'm slowly going through my list of games that I've completed to try and get some idea and remember them. Spyro 3 I ran into a problem because I was recording it on an emulator at first, and it had some weird bug where I couldn't progress, presumably because of the emulator. But that wasn't necessarily difficult to record, it just meant I had to start again to get back to where I was when I had proper console recording equipment. Oh, I think most of these went pretty well. Probably the most technical difficulties I've had in my recordings are when I was using Fraps and it was going completely tits up, causing lag and desync and all sorts of crap. That happened with a lot of playthroughs though. It was kind of a thing that happened occasionally throughout some years, but I mostly remember it being a problem in some of Oblivion, I think. Desync, and some sessions it just wouldn't stop being a twat. So yeah, I guess I'd probably say parts of Oblivion. I can't really remember much else. But I'm sure there's probably been some games that I've had trouble setting up, like the Tomb Raiders 1, 2 and 3. They took a bit of messing about with settings to stop video weirdness happening, but then I just got the GOG versions and they worked fine. Yeah, that's all I can really think of. So hopefully that's good enough, I don't know. Oh, next person, Sigma27. Being highly Oriental? What? Being highly original with my question, in that it's similar to my last Q&A question, what live stream, playthrough or session has been your most favourite to do? Oh, blood fuck. How the bloody hell am I supposed to remember? Well, I certainly wouldn't be able to remember a specific session, but I can try and sort of have a look and see if I remember some particularly good games that I've streamed. I mean, recent ones, the Dark Souls 3 and 2 and 3 streams with Reptiloid have been some of the best because we've had some silly banter going on about random crap. Oh, actually, yeah, the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, I would probably have to say. I mean, there's been a lot of good stuff. The Rocket League ones are always a good laugh. The more recent trying various games streams that I've been doing, where I just kind of sample a few games that I've had on my Steam list for bloody ever and never get around to because they've like shown up from bundles that I've gotten over the years. The Binding of Isaac streams are always a good bit of fun. Seems to bring in quite a few viewers as well because everybody likes watching Binding of Isaac. It's also one of the most popular games to backseat, for fuck's sake. But yeah, probably the Crash Insane Trilogy. That was a very good series of streams, I think. Had a lot of fun with those because it was fresh. Everyone was coming in to watch. It was cool seeing a lot of people again. Yeah, just a lot of fun. And I've got a lot of good memories streaming Final Fantasy 7 and 8. They were good times. But yeah, probably the Crash Insane Trilogy. It was very cool. You know, whenever somebody asks for my favourite something or least favourite something, rather than choosing one, I just list some that kind of meet the criteria. Like some of my favourites and some of my least favourites. But you know, that's just like you're getting more answer, more bang for your buck, which you haven't spent. More bang for your typage. Next person, Andrew the Bear. Oh, what a hairy beast. Congrats on the 10th anniversary. Been a massive fan of your videos for a few years now. I mean 4 years now. First Let's Play Souls, your Dead Space, my favourite System Shock 2 and Crash Bandicoot 1. Oh, not that one. The only playthrough, I think, where I've bleeped myself out. Ah. I'm looking forward to see what you do in the future and best of luck, etc. Oh. That's the sound the :3 face makes, apparently. Oh. According to me. As for questions, did you ever replay System Shock 2? Not record it, but played it in your own time? I never thought of playing it again in one of your live streams. That'd be fun. I have actually recently been wanting to play through it again, mainly after seeing Halloween 4545 replay it. It's just such a good game, and I kind of want to go through it with Psy Powers this time as well, like he did, like for a bit of a different experience. But yeah, it's also just a very good game that's worth replaying, so I don't know if I'll do it on live stream because I think it was a bit awkward to like set up due to its age, but I don't know, maybe the good old games version, as in GOG, would work more immediately and stuff. Although I can only really stream it if it runs in a window, but yeah, we'll have to see. That would be cool. And I guess any games that you're thinking of recording or may do in the future. There's always stuff I'm planning to do. Let's quickly go through a list. Well, not exactly a list, because the list has like literally dozens of games on it, possibly even hundreds. Oh dear. But, I've still got to do the rest of the Ape Escape series, the Project Zero series, the rest of the Gex games, or mainly Deep Cover Gecko. I don't know if I'll do the 2D one. Oh, bloody Dino Crisis 1 and 2, forgot about those. The Croc games, Jak and Daxter, more Mario games, Kirby games, maybe some Metroids, but I feel like I'll be floundering about like a lost fish a lot in those ones, so maybe not. But yeah, there's some ideas, just to name the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. And I guess my last question would be, ever thought of playing Prey 2017, or what are your thoughts on it if you have? I've played a demo of it. It like only barely runs on my computer, so I probably wouldn't want to play it properly or record it until I have a bit of a better computer. But when I get it, and when I can play it decently, I probably will record it, because it does look pretty awesome from what I've seen. Okay, one more last question. Oh, how did you get so awesome? We need to learn the secrets. Oh, whoa, Bulge. No, it didn't actually say Bulge, it was just the oh, whoa face, so naturally you have to talk about the Bulge now every time that face is used. Oh, well, you see, it's just natural, you know? Just part of being a dragon. Oh, as the games guru once said in a very popular and very amazing game called Forest Bloke 2. Ah, you want to be awesome, do you? Oh, well, I'm sorry, you can't be awesome. You have to be born with the awesome. But I'm flattered that you want to be like me. He didn't say exactly that, but you know. No, you can be awesome too. In fact, everyone's awesome just for being here on this channel. I love you all. Oh, sorry, affection. I'm allergic to it. I'm not actually. Smother me with love. Oh, sorry, moving on. Also, there is a game called Scalar you may like. It's full of lizard goodness. But it's on PS2 though, it's really cheesy. And then there's Gex, yum yum. To end this off, that's the Trioptimum way. But yeah, keep up the awesome work, dude. You are awesome, and I hope everything is going well. Thanks. Yeah, Scalar, I actually have that one as well. I forgot about that. I briefly tried it when I got it, however many years ago. It seems alright. So probably that as well someday. But yeah, thanks. I hope you continue to enjoy for many more years. Next person, SkyCE9A. Oh, hi. These last questions here are ones that came in on the very last day now. You just made it. Would you ever record Star Wars Dark Forces, since it is straight up a Doom clone? It's probably one of the few Star Wars games I would consider recording. I've never played through it though, I only remember the start of the first level. But the trouble with Star Wars games, I mean, I'm already not really that into the setting and the universe and stuff to begin with. And every Star Wars game I play pretty much gives me some weird feeling that I don't know what it is. There's just something about Star Wars games that just makes me feel weird. But my only memories of most of the Star Wars games well, not my only memories, because I literally just talked about a different memory. But a memory I have of pretty much all the Star Wars games I've played throughout life is I just get very lost and confused in them. But I would certainly consider it, I think, as well as maybe Jedi Academy and stuff like that if I ever get them. Because they seem fun. It's very rare that I'm in the right mood for a Star Wars game. But yeah, more old FPSs, I'm certainly willing to give them a go. Even if I don't finish the whole game, at least it would be interesting to try it. Next person, Darkstar Angelo. Oh, bugger! I nearly missed this one because I'm a silly plonker. I might be really greedy here, but it's £5. Holy shit! God, I said 1 or 2. Whatever, I'm too nice. One, have you ever had any weird or cool dreams of you being inside a game you love, and if so, what are the dreams that stick out to you most, where you'd always go back and think on it? I don't think there's any specific dreams that I always remember and think of and stuff, but I have had quite a few dreams of being in games. In fact, actually, just like last week or something, I had a dream of being in Duke Nukem 3D. Oh no, you don't want to know. Knowing what I always go on about with, like, alien races and stuff. Oh, I've already said too much. And I've had some dreams about Doom. I've probably had at least 1 or 2 dreams about being in an Elder Scrolls game. So I'm pretty sure I remember dreaming about an Argonians at some point. An Argonian, or multiple Argonians, I don't remember. But yeah. 2, any other games you would want to record in co-op with Reptiloid or other friends? I probably wouldn't record any games with anyone else, because, like, even just doing co-op games for like playthroughs is already sort of out of my comfort zone. It just kind of works with Reptiloid because we spend so much time playing stuff anyway. But some other games on my list of co-op games for Reptiloiding. We got Battle Block Theatre, Half-Life 2 Synergy Mod, Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet. What? Oh, we're hoping to record Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light because that game was hilarious and fun. Maybe Painkiller Hell and Damnation, Resident Evil 5, and maybe 6 if we can bring ourselves to play that one again. Yeah. And probably Xenoclash 2. Why has that not got the record tag? Unless I was maybe planning to play that one on my own. Whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of other games on there, but most of the others don't have the record tag. They're more just games that we'll play on our own. But yeah, there's some ideas. 3. Would you ever re-record or perhaps stream games you've already played but heavily modded with all sorts of new stuff added in? Well, I already streamed some games I've played before, but as for mods, I don't know, maybe. there's just not many games I really put mods into and such. Like when I play through a game, I'm usually kind of done with it until I want to replay it someday, and then I want to replay it rather than play mods. But I don't know. I mean, Doom is the only like obvious one. I plan to stream some Doom mods and megawads and all that, but they're not really modding the main game, are they? They're like all new content. But yeah, I don't know. The only games I can really think of that have mods that I would consider like trying are the Elder Scrolls games, specifically Oblivion and Skyrim, I guess, but I wouldn't really stream those probably because they're too long. Yeah, I don't know, that's all I can think of. Roll. If possible, would you ever go professional with your video game development and sell them on Steam or what have you when you feel like you honed your skill enough? And would you go solo or form a small team of friends to help you out? That is sort of my dream, I think. Like, as much as I would kind of feel, I don't know, not necessarily bad about switching from free games to paid for games, because it's just kind of a natural progression, I guess. You're already lucky that I've given you this many free games. Oh, what's with the mouldy sounds today? Oh. But yeah, that would be cool. Like, some friends as testers and giving cool ideas. I've got a friend or two that makes music and doesn't mind making music for me. And another friend or two who does art and has offered to help in the past. But yeah, it would be cool if Piece of Pie Software became like a proper company of friends that work together to make games, because sometimes making a game all by myself is like really hard work and it just takes years. As we've seen, Virus Bloke 2, 13 plus years. Oh, Roid Rage, what? But yeah, it probably won't happen because I'm just not experienced enough to do something like that. I wouldn't even know. I'd worry too much that something in my games is copyright. Like, even down to like fonts and stuff can be copyright, can't they? It's like you have to do so many little checks. You have to make sure everything belongs to you in some way. And it's too much for me. I'm not that clever. Lizard brain. And 5. Oh, you cheeky git. What are some of your fondest memories of your entire 10 years of doing Piece of Pie Software and Balls Gaming? Didn't I answer this a bit earlier? Maybe. But it's a different day now for me, so I might have a slightly different answer. Probably not, though. But yeah, I don't know, there's just too many games now that I've done, and too many special moments that have happened. Recently, the Tomb Raider Unfinished Business playthrough had the weird glitch where Lara butts were hatching from the weird egg things. That was pretty amazing. A highlight of recent times, but overall, probably the Dead Space playthroughs 1 and 2 were still some of my favourites. Doom 3 mods and maps, some of the classics, still going to this day more or less, kind of with long breaks all the time, because I'm bad at dedicating myself to something apparently. And of course it was also awesome when, like, I was working on Virus Bloke 2 and lots of people were showing interest and coming along to the streams as I worked on it. That was cool. Although that's not so much Paul's Gaming related, but it is Piece of Pie Software related, and I did do a playthrough of it, so I guess it's related enough. Like, all the support and stuff that I was getting for that was awesome. If only I could have finished it back when the popularity was at its peak, before everyone disappeared magically because of some kind of weird YouTube-ness, maybe. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know, there's probably a lot of other things that were good memories, but I think I answered it more earlier as well. But there's some of the main things that stick in my memory. Oh, Dead Space. Oh. Hope they ain't too much for you, but congratulations on making it this far with your channel or whatnot. You've been an amazing entertainer for over the years, and you definitely inspired me to make a YouTube channel. Yum yum. Even if I haven't had the time or chance to do any of that lately, and while I might not be a friend as such in the same vein as other people who've been around during these 10 years, I'm very proud to say I'm glad I could become one of your biggest fans since the very beginning. I wish you all the best, Paul, and I always wish you happiness. I'll be more than happy to keep sticking around for however many more years to come. I have a wonderful 21 years long. I hope you have a wonderful 10 more years, my dude. Thanks. Yeah, I don't like to label people with, like, how close they are in, like, friendship terms or whatever, but you seem to be one of the most present ones in recent times, and I see your name around quite a lot in streams and stuff, so you're probably up there in attendance and all that. And I can see it being fun if we hung out or something. It's just for me, it's always awkwardness meeting new people and stuff and going into voice with them, because I'm weird. and shy and like awkward. Yeah. But yeah, thanks. Hope you I hope you've been enjoying. I was about to say you have been. Glad you've been enjoying. I hope you continue to. Next person, Paul of F. If you could wipe your memory of any game and play it fresh, which one would you choose? Well, I'd probably have to go with Doom. You know, well, I don't know actually. There have been many times that I've kind of wished I could go through Doom 3 again for the first time and record it, because it would be awesome to see my first reactions to all the stuff, but I don't know if I'd even enjoy it if I did that these days, because it's got jump scares and everything everywhere. I hate jump scares now. Doom 3 only gets a free pass because I'm used to it. And it's Doom. Playing through Dead Space again would be cool. I mean, basically all my answers here would just be some of my favourite games, wouldn't they? Because that makes sense. Also maybe even Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne, because especially Bloodborne I think was just amazing, and a lot of what the hell moments. Yeah, there's some ideas anyway. True, what's your favourite type of pie? Fuck knows. Maybe just a good old classic chicken pie. Yeah, I don't know. Because you know, you've got sweet pies and savoury pies. My favourite savoury pie is probably chicken. And other than that, probably just some kind of chocolatey creamy pie or something. Oh, cream pie. Oh, yeah, that one actually. Free, what's your favourite type of show? What? No, type of show? Where did? Oh, I was getting that from the question above. Type of pie. What's your favourite TV show? I mean, I guess the favourite one that is currently going on would be Game of Thrones. But I don't know, I still kind of feel like Lost is probably my favourite TV show of all time, even though now that it's long over, it's lost its magic and all the mystery and stuff, especially knowing how it ends now. But I still enjoy rewatching it for some reason. I don't know why. So yeah, either Lost or Game of Thrones if you want to go, like, current shows or not. Yeah. And are there any YouTube channels you've come across recently that you really like? I guess maybe the most recent ones I've found, like, are Bartians and My Virgin Kitchen. Kind of because of Ashens, who I found a bit longer ago. But Bartians is just funny and silly. And My Virgin Kitchen is like, it's about cooking, which isn't really my thing, but I don't know, I just kind of like the guy who does it, Barry. He's a good laugh, he is. Yeah, I think I've probably found channels more recently than that I enjoy, but those are the most recent ones that stand out in my mind. Yeah. Next and final person right here, Bobfish Almighty. Wait, thanks YouTube actually. No, Paul of F was the last person who got a question in, but for some reason Bobfish Almighty's question from 2 days ago has ended up at the top here, even though I sorted by newest. Thanks YouTube, piece of shizdangle, whatever. Great, now Bobfish Almighty has probably been listening like, wait, he skipped my questions. Oh, and stopped watching, so he's not going to listen this far. Bloody hell, YouTube. Whatever, hopefully he does. Can I ask 3 questions? No. Are you going to record Alien Isolation anytime soonish? I probably won't ever record that. I don't know if I even want to finish playing through it. I played through maybe like a third of it, and then I watched Reptiloid play through all of it, and it doesn't seem fun to me. I mean, I love the alien. Xenomorphs are sexy. But it just looks like the game drags on too much and it's just really annoying. The alien just constantly showing up and like... It's all about stealth and waiting and being patient, but it just seems too inconsistent and random to be able to be patient and survive or whatever. And learn. But just on top of that, stealth in general doesn't tend to go well, well, it doesn't tend to go well, I don't know, I don't record stealth games in the first place, so I don't know if it goes well. But yeah, I just don't really want to record games that are about a lot of waiting. And 3, I said no. Does this count as 3 questions now? No. And that's the end of this questions and answers. Oh, just when I thought I was going to zoom through it. I think I did a bit better than I usually do, but there was still plenty of babbling. But yeah, sorry if anyone missed their chance to get questions in. I did post a couple time limit warnings on Facebook and Twitter and all that. In fact, it was just Facebook and Twitter actually. Oh, and Discord. But yeah, thanks everyone for sending your questions in, and thanks again everyone for sticking around for as long as you have. Whether you've been here for a week or for 10 years, you're all awesome, and I hope you continue I hope you continue to enjoy for as many more as I can manage to squeeze out of my juice sacks of Dragonicity. Yeah. Right, I'm going to go back to eating dinner now. I've got Angus burger, chips and fries, egg and fries. Oh, they're even southern fries, I think. Southern fried fries. Yeah. So thanks for listening, thanks for asking your questions. Have a good weekend, and have a good everything. How can you not have a good time when I'm around? Oh, hottening up the internet. Bye.